17 is the local NBC station.
Yes.
So we're just going to interview you about what happened and how you got here. So yesterday, what happened with your girlfriend?
Excuse me, would you be doing this live or as
No, it's not live. It's just recorded.
Documentary? Where you trying to?
We're doing it for the
questions.
News.
For the rest?
No, for the news.
For the interest of just that NBC?
So you can get your side of the story, what happened now. So you can
I don't know quite what you got on your side of the fence.
We just work for the news station.
No, about my side of what happened with the situation there.
Yeah, we just want to know your side.
Because I don't know exactly if I could put myself in any trouble at all by saying.
You don't have to say anything that you feel is going to get you in trouble. You don't have to answer all the questions.
Alright, I can answer some questions. That's exactly how you said.
Yeah, answer the questions however you feel. If you don't want to answer any of the questions, you don't have to.
Oh, that's fine. I understand. You can receive.
So what happened yesterday? How did this all start?
What this is 12/8. That's when this all started. About how this person ended up dead, Katrina Rivera, with the baby cut out. And
did you cut the baby out of her?
Yes, I did.
Why?
Prove a point to religion.
What?
Isn't it your baby?
It's our baby. Yes.
So what point were you proving?
First and foremost, to defy every religion-based political, to defy every law of any God creation of a book. Now you understand? Yeah.
So did you think what you were doing was the right thing, or did you realize it was going to kill her?
Well, we quite, as a team, you know, from extraterrestrial to religion to science, understand the voyage of telepathy and somewhat of higher power vested in us as a team, me and Katrina Rivera. So I understood, yes, that I was gonna kill her. She understood that she had to die.
What's your opinion?
And she was okay with that?
Well, she said that, yes.
So, were you guys on drugs before you did this?
No, not at all.
Was it something that you had planned for a long time to do?
Well, it wasn't really something we planned on to do since Jesus returned, back when he was hanging on those crosses, 3 crosses, right here in back of the Canyon Hills, what you represented. Hello. As they did back in 2000, you know, before Christ and after Christ, whatever, after death, whatever they want to mix it up right now a little bit with you. To say the least, I was capable of a lot better. I could have went with this other option, but I just respected the plan and authority of the Father, so the Holy Spirit within said,
what was the other option?
Leaving and going the path of defying the Father.
Do you guys have any other kids together?
No, matter of fact, we have Madeline, me and Bella, yes.
When they were born, did you guys consider doing anything like this with them?
Oh, these are facts of what you talking about? Yes.
So why with this baby?
Oh, this baby? Because as a father who I am, I'm raising these kids as an antichrist, regardless of any nature of humankind come in contact with she's saying you know, a higher being as our presence of brain, you know, will go and smack as a whole nation as one, as every, you know, other individual 7 conscience and say, hey, whose brain are you? You like my flesh? You know? I look at you and just say, hey, me? How you like my brain? You know? Well, that's fine. And get back to talking and say, well, accepted the fact that it was going to come, and the kids didn't know a lot about it. They just had to act like we're just humans and say, that's fine. You know, mental illness rules, rock on, you know?
So when yesterday did you take the baby out?
When yesterday, boy, this was on the
Before the police came or after they came?
This was before. I took him out about 7 hours prior. I killed her on the 8th. The late night at 9/11. There's that front porch of our house in 2213 Fairfax. And she wanted me, but off the subject. Put her in the car, whatnot. Drove down, did whatever. And you know, I had some time to my father just be with it.
So was the baby alive at first?
No. You know, kept a little hour, 6 hours to myself, just with her dad in the back seat. Side of the road, somewhere. Over on Conwood. And just had time to reflect what me and my father had, you know, been sitting here to do. Antichrist to Jesus, Satan to Jesus Christ, whatever.
What y'all think about that?
And we just talk about how we're going to proceed and whatever we understand about how do we communicate. And then put into the plan and effect which route we took. So then therefore we just went, okay, I got back in the car, drove to the mission over there on Edison Highway, just relaxed right there, wait till it's called a prophecy fulfilled, you know. Everybody involved went out, human nature. And then that's why I stood for a little bit. And that's why I cut her open when he told me to.
When who told you to?
The father. It's just the same one who's communicated with Jesus Christ. Is one he was here.
So, do you think that you were possessed by the devil?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm the Antichrist. I'm capable of taking spirits of any God that ever said he created was here to defy law. Anything that I ever said that I was Adam from the first, you know, to understand the flesh or pleasure and take it into, put it into a soul, you know, inside and out. The firstborn, that's me, okay? It's me, the perfect specimen, that's it. That's it, the definition of to fulfill something nobody else ever will ever compare to.
So do you feel bad that your girlfriend and your baby are dead?
Would it? I take it easy on her. I take it easy on her. So no. For remorse of not. But I don't feel bad.
Anything else you want to ask, Joe?
And how did you do it? What instructions did you get to fulfill the request from your father? How did you go through this, killing your girlfriend and the baby? And look right at her.
How I do it was, I let it start as a child to keep it secret. But knowing about society, how they kept it secret from when Jesus was here. I'm not sure what quite your religion is. I don't care to ask anymore. But I respect the fact that Jesus Christ, as when he came back and rose in his beliefs and put it in a book. After death, let me stop.
I'll start over. How did you get your instructions, and what instructions did you get?
Excuse. Oh, right. When I was 7, that's when it says put him in effect. Yeah, I lied.
And through all that time, you hear these voices over and over again?
Well, Well, he
They
took
guide
it
you.
and said go left, and I had to go right. And he's in an Asian spaceship or something.
So you already.
So I had to learn every process of how he really had to communicate. He said go right, and I go left.
Got it. So you did pretty much opposite of that. In the process of going through this, how did you kill your girlfriend and the baby? And what instructions did you get in order to do that?
Well, throughout that whole time of just saying shut up before I died, because he threatened me.
Is that right?
You see? Yes.
So what were your emotions at that time, and why did you do it, and how did you do it?
He no longer threatened me after I told me one time go left, and I went right. He said defy me, do what you do, and just do it the right way.
What was that way? What did you come up with? What was your way to do this?
Oh, he said just do it as you were alone in the garden.
And did you use any instruments, tools? Did you use your hands?
Yeah, he gave me instructions of a razor blade that he provided me in the garden when no one else was there.
An X-Acto knife, or was it a utility knife?
Just about a razor blade there.
And you did all of this with the razor blade? You did the C-section with the razor blade?
Yes.
What were your thoughts through that process?
My son just taking the baby, cutting it as if I was some, was it savage or beast by myself?
Yeah. So you had some insight into the future of this baby, and you were doing what?
No, I get out and just say, he lets me loose, he lets me out. It says, like, she run it down and just, what am I doing? I'm just trying to do like 20,000 things at once, but I'm focused on one thing. And I'm cutting like that, but what this whole, as a whole, is still in process of watching me. It's paranoia. But at the same time, it's like I'm doing this and he lets me,
Gotcha, I gotcha.
What
So
y'all
it was
think
pretty
about what
intense
he's
then, wasn't it?
saying?
it's just mysterious. I would imagine I can figure it intense.
How did you get her in the position to do this? Did you guys agree to do this? Did she lay down on the bed somewhere? Talk to me about that. And
Well, I killed her at the house. We set this plan up about a couple, I would say 100,000 years ago, but we said Jesus Christ here before that. And then we're here, hell Satan, this lie, let's take it back from 2,000 years ago. John the Baptist hit so, and he's here, and every prophet from every generation, from any bloodline that's ever been in association with that back in Jerusalem.
so was it your idea to clear this bloodline?
Was to connect as a nation, yes, we're seeing the Antichrist.
Okay, now, you mentioned something a minute ago that you are the Antichrist. Okay, tell me, is this by proxy? How were you appointed this?
The fact of power vested in this whole as a understanding of how do we communicate with the Father and the Holy Spirit, and the Son is in between. So, well, it's as a process of elimination.
Does this cause you stress through all this process of being arrested, killing your girlfriend, killing the baby? Talk to me about how you feel right now. Do you think that you've done exactly what you were told to do? Clear that up for me.
We fulfilled a pretty magnificent creation, as a matter of fact. Yes, it says I'm very excited for the next process of experience. As I would imagine to tell you, nothing will ever be the same. Yes.
Yeah. And you're right, nothing will ever be the same. You hear those voices now, they're talking to you and telling you how to respond to our questions?
What appears the bone and the sharpest instrument, which is the creator. I mean, kids hallelujah.
In your vernacular. Okay, I got you.
We'll say separate the marrow from the bone. It is.
And where do you stand with that analogy? What's your feelings?
I say we're youth into religion, anything of anywhere. It's a world as a nation. We'll just have to represent myself and my lonely tattoos and my figure of how look at me. It's as a human.
What was your girlfriend's thoughts? I mean, if you discussed all of this, take me through that. Tell me her demeanor, her mindset, and how you guys came up with this idea.
Well, tell you the truth, I said, I would ask your religion first off before answering that.
Is she the same religion as you?
Eternity, yes.
Okay. With that in mind, take me through that process of what you two discussed prior to killing her.
Well, the process of the deed,
Mm-hmm.
or the whole just how it started through the night.
Yeah, how you started. I don't need the details. What I need to know is why you...
As a prophecy, like we're talking about religion, we're going to just go and say, just a functionable way of putting it to society.
Functional way to put it to society. Go ahead and take me through that.
Well, it's very well, as I told you, I say right and you say left, you go right. I say I hate you, which means I love you. So you say, turn around and talk to it behind my back, as in a social society, which is a secret that no one else will understand unless they're in it.
Is that why in the history that you have with the spousal abuses, you were convicted on, I think, a couple of those and arrested a couple of times. Is this all part of that process that got you to where you're at right now?
Well, absolutely.
Say it again?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Why?
But we could have went about 20 different little routes. 10 precise, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But we had to give them chances and chances to understand and succeed and say, what do you want to do? This is talking to the higher powers, not the 4 founding fathers of this nation or Islam or any
present time, right now.
capable 7 nations. Where's that?
What y'all think about how we talk?
We had to give them, because we're all as one. This is King of all kings, the city. Lord of all lords, and it's the city.
Not to change subject, Johnny, right now, but we're kind of under a deadline, and I want to give you every opportunity in the world to say what happened. But if we could summarize now, come to a finalization here, take me through the day when you decided that you had to kill her and the baby to where you got arrested, putting the baby down on the street corner. Take me through all of that.
Okay, it was Wednesday afternoon. My daughter's a Queen Angel might not ever ask anybody that actually has nothing to do with my social circle. Queen Angel, as a fact, busted. From there on, she said, "It's your Sunday. Let's get it." So I had to go and put it in effect that night as the highest authority.
So
It made it a process of just following through on whatever and however they proceeded as one to actually have her dead on the floor, put her in the back seat of the car, drive, have some alone time, talk to the Father, and then go on and proceed and I was do as I chose as a human, because I'm still as human as a man. That's me, along with everything else any other of a nation, of any other belief of a God actually here.
So what was her thoughts when you were cutting? Was she alive when you cut
No,
the
she was
baby out?
dead.
And how did you do that?
She was dead about from 9 to 7, I think. I think I put her open at 7:11.
How did you kill her?
I socked her and I choked her.
And then the baby. Once you cut the baby out, how did you kill the baby?
I killed her, Katrina Rivera, right there.
How?
I strangled her.
At the house?
Yes.
And then hours later you went to Edison and then cut the baby up?
Yes.
How do you feel? With all of this, you've completed your instructions and you are the Antichrist. How do you feel about this that you've done now?
Say remorse, that's it.
Why the remorse?
I That's the only chance word out to describe it.
I bet that's tough.
Yes.
Keep going with us.
Yeah. Where on Edison did you cut the baby off? You said you went to Edison Highway, right? In a garden? Was it actually in a garden?
No, it was right on the sidewalk.
Side of the road?
Yeah.
But like up by what?
By the mission, by the homeless shelter?
Oh. And no one saw you?
No.
Was it in the middle of the day, at night?
Well, I recorded it throughout the process. I was recording, yes.
You recorded it?
Oh, yeah.
Like with your cell phone?
Yes.
What'd you do with that recording?
Oh, somewhere in the car. Yeah.
Why did you record it?
For no particular reason. To come up with something fast, because he likes tricking me. Say, here, do something with this when they ask you that. So I gotta just get total freestyle with whatever you're asking me. So yeah, that's what I did. Left it in the car.
Anything else you want to add?
I had to ask, what are you gonna do with this recording of me?
We're gonna do a news story. We've been doing the story since she was missing, so we're gonna do a news story with this.
Oh, have you now?
A question I've got too. On Sunday, that's when our, what we call a BOLO, went out, let's be on the lookout. It's a missing person at risk.
That was Friday.
Yeah, was Friday. Was that Friday that you and she decided to go on your venture?
And this was Thursday,
On
the
Thursday.
8th.
And then Friday, she didn't show and everybody started looking. What were your thoughts when the cops pulled up behind you and you're not pulling over?
Well, Sid figured, hey, how I look.
How are you?
So you didn't care?
Well, it's all just for a purpose, so I didn't really actually care about it.
Oh, I see. Now, I talked with a witness, said that they saw you with the baby in your arms. Was the baby in the car with you during this chase? And then
It's a whole complicated situation. Yeah, because I got my guys with suits right here. The sheriff's department shouts out. I love to my loves of my life with authority that figures to be a professional, you know.
So with the baby in your arms and you get out of the car and you go up the street, down the street?
It was real fun, actually. To praise my Father out loud. Hallelujah. Great glory be to God. Yes, sir. Well, it was actually pretty fun and amazing. Yeah.
And why?
It's so fun.
It was fun?
Oh, absolutely.
The adrenaline rush?
No, it's just all at once. It's just like, hey, look, God, I'm bless you now. Hello, everybody was just now.
So you were doing that for God's approval?
Oh, absolutely. It's just no word and no wine and ounce. Everybody else in between that had nothing function about anything in my progress of my report, what I had to do it for. Well, it's cool. I respect the manner, but hey, I felt just relaxed and relieved. Okay, do what you do. So I gave it to them, their turn. Chase me, I act stupid, whatever you had to do with it. They know what I'm talking about. I can't represent as a, you know, hey, you're pretty fine specimen. I see you in your brain before you even ask me. Thank you. You know, I just gotta represent and act as if I'm just a normal, productive citizen of society. I was.
So God approved of what you did and He praised you for it?
Oh, absolutely. He is. Yes. Thank you.
Now, are you hearing those voices at all now?
Until communicating with my Father?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I said, absolutely. You're not hearing.
You're not hearing it now?
You're hearing.
I'm hearing it.
As me, I'm coming to you.
Understood. So through you, He speaks. Understood.
Yes, yes.
Anything else you want to add that we haven't asked you?
I don't know if Father is to ask you a question at all.
No, we're just making sure that you have gotten to say everything you wanted to say.
This is your time, your turn. Anything you want to say. So if there's anything else that you want to say that we've overlooked or neglected,
What y'all think about this
let us
case?
know. Go ahead.
Put it in the comment section.
Tell us what you want.
Well, the actor appreciated you coming down here taking that time and acknowledging my mental illness, you know, praise and worship to them, whoever they are, on medication for whatever kind of illness, you know, the brain brings.
Do y'all think it's an act?
But, well, I don't know if it's this important or not as a situation at hand. Killing a baby, because I didn't kill the baby. I birthed in him. I had some personal time with the little relationship. I'm my firstborn son. Look just like me, you know. Hold him, pat him, you know, a dead woman in the back. I take a relaxation and relax and say, okay, situation at hand. You know, do whatever I have to do as a human, I guess.
Are you glad that this has all come to a conclusion?
No.
Tell me why.
Based on there's a lot of dishonor, which is recognition of who I am, but with the realization of not caring about just saying, hey, you're telling the truth, but we still gotta play along that you're mentally ill. Hallelujah.
All right, well,